We're live with another episode of Comic Talk. It's that show brought to you by The Keeg, where we talk about this week's new comic book releases. For those of you who don't know, new comic books come out every single Wednesday at your local comic shop. Go to comicshoplocator.com, find a comic shop near you. But all the comics, whether they're DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Image, IDW, Dynamite, whatever, all these comics come out on Wednesdays, and we are here every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, to talk about all the comics that we could read in 24 hours that came out this week. And it's not just me, your host, Dimithri. It is also two other guests, so that hopefully we have a wide enough spread on this week's comics to be able to talk about as much as we can. But yes, I am your host, Dimithri Perera, and I'm also going to introduce two other people who are also on the show and have been on the show before. First, we got Brandon, aka the Cosmic Collector. Brandon, what's up, man?
It's Batman. Oh, that was a bad attempt at a Batman voice.
What was
that? I told you I was sick, okay?
I thought it was like Batman if he gets like kicked in the stomach and he's just like,
Batman. The cough drop just wore off. How you doing? Happy to be here.
Yeah. For anyone out there who is watching us live, you're watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, and you can see Brandon in all his glory. But if you're listening to the podcast, wherever you get your podcast from, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc., just know that Brandon is Batman. That's all you gotta know.
Yep. I mean, yeah.
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 It's literally Batman.
So Brandon, thanks so much for coming out. Hopefully I didn't spoil your secret identity.
Oh no, you're good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Our second guest, we got Deanna, aka Deanna Kinney, aka Deanna Kitty.
Oh,
that was good.
That was good.
I just came up with that.
That's the one.
I just came up with that right now. Dressed as Catwoman, or is Catwoman.
Exactly.
Did you do that? Like,
no,
drop the lenses down? I thought you were like that one guy on TikTok that does the fan thing where like,
oh yeah, no, he goes
and then he like puts the glasses back like down when you don't see. Yeah. If you're not watching us live, you're missing out. If you are watching us live, hop in the chat. Let us know you're out there. You know, like, comment, subscribe, follow. Hop in the chat. Say hi. Tell us what comics you were reading this week. What comics you want to read this week. We're going to do our best to talk about everything that we can on today's episode, because there was a lot of comics out this week. Did you guys feel like that? There's like a ton of stuff to read.
I feel like I didn't have that grand of a list this week.
Why do you think that is? Because you read a lot of DC.
Yeah, but I feel like I didn't have the time, to be honest.
That's fair.
That's my main issue.
Time, energy, money.
Do you ever heard of a full-time job?
Yeah. See, for
me,
me,
Batman.
the
city doesn't protect itself.
Yeah, Batman has 2 full-time jobs.
Yeah.
You know? No, but I literally get off work right before I start this podcast. So, but luckily I can time it out that way. So I'm sorry, it's super late for you. So, I mean, thanks for coming on.
Meow.
What time is it there?
Meow, meow. No, it's 2 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane.
So I'm showing boobs at 2 a.m. So you should tune in.
For people listening to the podcast, they're like, wait, what? They're like,
Kitty's out at 2 a.m.
I am also showing boobs at 2 a.m.
Yeah, we're all out there.
Everybody on this show is. If you're listening to the podcast,
you're really missing out.
It's actually the nipple show.
It's let's not get off topic, because again, the podcast people are gonna be super confused. For their sake, let's get back on track. A lot of comics came out this week. What was your guys' reading list? Who wants to go first?
I had a pretty short one.
Yeah,
so
you do Deanna.
Okay, cool. Very Batman heavy. We got Absolute Superman, Batman issue 5. Oh, Absolute Superman issue 15, DCKO Knightfight issue 3, Absolute Batman Arc M special 1. Then we got special the Batman Green Arrow The Question Special Arcadia, and then Spider-Man Noir issue 4.
Awesome. That's a good spread. And you got Spider-Man Noir from Marvel.
Yes.
Okay. All
Gotta
right.
sprinkle something in.
Yeah. Brandon, you want to go?
I picked up everything that DC released. I don't remember everything. I picked up all 3 absolutes: Green Lantern, Superman, and the Arkham Special. Batman 5, Adventures of Superman, the Book of L. Going off the top of my head here. I picked up Arcadia. I picked up both Ultimate titles, so Wolverine and X-Men, and then Masterminds from Dark Horse, which is really good.
Okay. You did Mastermind. I thought you did Devil on My Shoulder.
Oh, that's true. I also picked up. Oh, Masterminds was last week. I just read it this week.
Oh, okay.
Devil on My Shoulder was this week.
Okay. Did you read Poison Ivy?
Yes, 40. Yeah, it was really good.
I'm gonna fill in the blanks for you on your behalf. You also did Poison Ivy 40. You also did JSA 15.
Yes.
Did you do Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League number 6?
Oh, yeah. That actually that's like top 3 read of the week. That was really good.
And you also did Batgirl 15?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. So, yeah, that was your list. My list, very similar. DC had a big week this week. If anyone's out there, let us know in the chat what your favorite comics that came out this week were, whether it's DC, Marvel, or anything else. I also read Absolute Superman 15, Absolute Batman Arkham Special, Batman number 5, Batman Green Arrow Question Arcadia Book 2, Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League number 6, DCKO Knightfight 3, JSA 15, not Ultimate Wolverine, sorry, Ultimate X-Men 23. I just wanted to hop on and be like, what have I been missing out on? Because I fell very far behind. Then I also read Wolverine number 14, just regular Wolverine, and then X-Men 23, and then Amazing Spider-Man 19.
Wait, is Ultimate X-Men and X-Men both on issue 23?
X-Men is and Ultimate X-Men is. Yes.
That's crazy. And Ultimate Wolverine and Wolverine are both on 14 as well?
Wolverine's 14 and Ultimate Wolverine's on 13.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's crazy if they both lined up on the numbers.
It's like, is it on purpose?
Yeah.
You ever think that way? You're like, are they trying to like the people trying to outsmart Stranger Things? They're like, oh, there's going to be one final episode.
I wholeheartedly believed in Conformity Gate. Dude, it was too many coincidences. There were too many.
It's like people who really read into Taylor Swift. It's kind of like that. It's that same energy.
Fair.
You know?
Yeah. It was one of those things. I'm not even like a big Stranger Things fan. It was just nice to be a part of a conspiracy. And it's just
nice to belong.
Is there a conspiracy theory that you don't believe? 100%, like that you do believe. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, don't like.
Oh,
well,
the aliens built the
every
pyramids.
Conspiracy theory here.
The aliens built the pyramids.
Have you guys read Department of Truth, the comic book by? I think it's
Tynion.
It's Tynion, but is it Image Comics?
Yes.
Have you guys read that one?
I had the first trade. I haven't read it yet.
Basically, the premise of that comic, because they went on a big long hiatus and then they came back. The premise of that comic is that all conspiracies are real if enough people believe in them, and it changes like the physics of the universe. So, like, if enough people think about a flat Earth, the Earth becomes flat.
Whoa.
Okay.
But like,
sounds interesting.
There's never enough people to believe in it to change it. But then they realize there's another conspiracy of people trying to reshape the universe through conspiracies. So it's like a meta thing.
James Tynion's awesome.
It's kind of scary too.
Gotta put it on my list.
Because we're talking like all the creepy like conspiracies and like monster conspiracies, all that stuff is also real. So like Slender
that
Man
makes it
and like
scary.
Bigfoot and like alien abductions and like lizard people and like all that stuff. That's what Department of Truth is.
So in the new issue of Department of Truth, Stranger Things gets a 9th episode.
Yeah, because enough people believe. Yeah. So who knows whether X-Men 23 and Ultimate X-Men 23 lining up exactly is it pointing us in that direction? 23, that is 11 p.m., the 23rd hour, right? Think about that. What happens at 11 p.m.?
And 2 + 3 is 5.
Mm-hmm. And the original 5 X-Men were Cyclops, Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, and Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast and Iceman from Top Gun.
Oh my god, we're putting it all together.
What? Okay. So,
it's funny because this isn't even the Patreon episode.
are we
We're always like this.
So let's talk about. You're right. Let's save the shenanigans for the Patreon exclusive episodes that we will be doing. Go to patreon.com/thekeegshow and sign up now and get ahead of the game. What are our picks of the week?
Mine were Batman number 5.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Is that your number one pick?
Yeah, I
Okay.
loved Batman number 5.
Did we all read this one?
I think so.
All right, Brandon, tell me all about it.
Well, a big part. I mean, I love Matt Fraction's run just because the episodic nature of each issue. But I loved that even though Bruce wasn't in the Batsuit the entire issue, it was still very action packed, very his personality. We got to see him go on a date, which is something you don't see for Batman a lot. It's just cool seeing the little slice of life stuff with Batman and how it ties into him being Batman. Plus Jorge, his art, Dr. Zeller. I could look at those pages all day.
Yeah, I think it's funny that you bring up slice of life. And normally on any other fiction, a slice of life is Dimithri goes outside to pick up his mail from the mailbox and
beach episodes.
Greets a dog that's passing and it doesn't really matter. But this one, Bruce Wayne's slice of life is driving away from ninjas coming to kill him.
Yeah, but he's on a date, so
and he's on a date. Yeah.
Wait, it's not a date, but it's a date.
It's a date. She dressed up, right? It's a date.
Yeah.
He also dressed up.
He did.
Yeah.
And
he
literally
nice
carried
car.
her up the stairs. Up the ladder on his back.
That was
I wanted to be on Bruce's back at that point. I was like, heck yeah, dog.
I was gonna say goals.
Carry me to safety.
Couple goals.
Yeah.
In a couple, it doesn't matter who. I'm not gonna say one way or another with gender roles, but somebody should be able to climb with the other person on their back, up a ladder, and then fight ninjas.
You overestimate me.
I said it one way or
Doesn't
another.
mean you have to.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Shout out to
I feel with enough
what?
adrenaline, you could do it.
Yeah.
If enough evil ninjas were chasing me.
Yeah, you could do it.
Shout out to Bork Z Adam in our chat. Welcome to our YouTube chat. Saying hi guys, first time here, but definitely not the last one. So welcome for the first time.
Okay, let's not alienate him.
Yeah. Yeah, by the end of this episode, he's like, no,
never again.
What I loved about this issue, and I wanted to do a video on it, but I was like, I'll just talk about it on the show, is it's not just the art by Jorge Jimenez, but the pacing of each panel and the way the art works with each other and the layout was pretty cool. I could see it. It was almost like it was animated. My brain filled in the gaps. And the art was gorgeous and the layout was gorgeous. And it was funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
I like the little
panel.
quippy stuff.
Yeah, cliffhanger.
The last panel was so funny.
It's just one word that she says, but it's son.
Yeah. Why would Robin be calling Bruce Wayne
father?
Yeah. I'm confused on if they're gonna try to get out of it or if just accept it and be like, oh yeah, I'm Batman, by the way.
I feel like they would just accept it because he's been doing all this crazy stuff throughout the date. Come on.
And also
put 1 and 2 together.
She's smart. The Ojo literally said to him, I wonder what you're doing when you're not pretending to be this. And she heard that. So she's definitely put 2 and 2 together. She saw him fighting ninjas, and driving the car through the traffic, and she knows.
I feel like in
and he
canon,
also climbed up with her on her back,
yeah.
on his back.
Well, in canon, Bruce Wayne's pretty extreme, regardless of the Batman stuff, right? He's constantly going on skiing trips and breaking an arm is what they tell people, right?
Yeah.
He's consistently going out and doing extreme sports and whatever. So
That is
maybe
true.
he's just one of the many billionaires of the DC Earth that like just like mess around like that. I don't know.
He's got mad swag this issue and last issue. Dude, when he turned off the treadmill and then caught her in the last issue, I was like, that was a move. If you didn't catch her, that would have sucked, but like he did. So
Yes, game.
and dude, when they were cornered and he just picked her up and threw her in the dumpster.
Oh yeah. This is the Batman series I've been waiting for. It's so fun.
I agree. Yeah.
Deanna.
And it's bright. It's fine. The suit really matches how much like what the comic feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also do like that they're not afraid to get silly with Batman.
Yeah.
Feels good. It
I
feels
agree,
also fun and refreshing every week. You can also just pick an issue up and still know what's up. So yeah, I definitely give it a read if you're into Batman.
Yeah. All right. I mean, if Cosmic didn't pick this one, like I would have probably. I think this would have been my number one. But it's not. I'm gonna change my pick. But I'll pick something else. I want to know what Deanna's pick of the week is.
Well, my pick is Absolute Superman issue 15.
It was
That's
a good
good.
one.
It was really good.
It was a good one. I cried. And I never cried.
Which part made you cry?
I think when he read the letter to Rage, wait, I wrote it. The part that broke me was, we are not dust. We rise from it. We will build the world you refuse to imagine. Something about that just clicked in my mind. I was, oh my God, that's beautiful. That's beautiful writing.
And then when he took like the little girl dying from cancer up in the sky, and then she like died, and then he was like
Oh.
screaming in the sky because like of the emotions. It was, oh my God, it was such a good issue.
Please don't remember me.
Yeah.
I saw someone say that Absolute Superman is what Zack Snyder was trying to do, but the right way. Like making him modern.
That, yeah.
Yeah, making him modern and edgy, but like still his like core character, you know?
Right. Like there are things that Absolute Superman does, especially in this issue, that like mainstream Superman wouldn't do. But like they do share a lot of similarities at their core because it's the same soul of a character, just a different backstory that like led him to like a different situation. Like he threatens Toyman, right? Like he puts like the fear of God into Toyman, which is not a normal DC Prime Earth Superman sort of thing. But then you see
what
him...
he said, I quote, sorry.
What did he say?
None of you are untouchable, not to me. And I was like, oh my God.
But it's still Superman. Like a good Superman story will make you cry. Like somebody pointed out, like superheroes dealing with kids, like that's the superheroes that we want, right? Like when Batman,
it's like it's like Superman up in the sky. Like that whole story is just him looking for a little girl in space and never giving up hope, and then they finally reunite at the end, and it's just like, why is my face like soaked from tears?
Yeah, Hope Core is a real thing. I've just
There's a star man waiting in the sky.
I don't know. It's a good pick. I don't know if Bork Z Adam out there read anything this week, but let us know in the chat.
He already left.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick. There was too many good books this week. For the sake of it's like the miniseries is over, Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League #6. That's gonna be my pick.
Phenomenal.
I've been loving this from the beginning. It's Greg Rucka writing it with Nicola Scott on art, and it reminded me of like the Secret Six, like from the get-go. You know, Villains United, Secret Six, all those like sort of shining a light on what supervillains are like when they're not being supervillains and they're like real people. They just are more likely to kill you. Sure, you know? But like this really closes off this miniseries where like the Cheetah and Cheshire and their heist team go to rob the Justice League, and it's like a heist comic, and there's like a couple twists in this book at the end here that make it all worthwhile. I loved it. I don't know. Did you guys both read it?
I did. I loved it. I'm a sucker for a good heist book, or just a good heist anything. Ocean's 11, all of it. Yeah.
I haven't yet, but I think I should, because you guys said last time when we did the 2025 episode, Best Comics, you said that Green Arrow is amazing. So I read it, all 31 issues. And you're right. You're really right.
The new run that, like, yeah.
Yeah. But I did prefer the second story than Freshwater Kills. What was the name again?
Oh, the Crimson Archer.
Crimson Archer.
That one was good. That last issue of Green Arrow was just, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so sad it's over.
Yeah.
Bring it back, please.
No, Chris Condon betrayed us.
Love
you, Chris Condon.
Do you guys take recommendations seriously from each other?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
usually when people recommend something, I try to pick it up. Like
Joshua
Nate's been trying to get me on Ghost
taste.
Machine.
Oh yeah, Joshua's picks. Yeah. Then Deanna.
So always listen.
Take it from me. Cheetah and Cheshire rob the Justice League.
Okay, I'll put it on the list. I also do prefer reading stories when they're done, per se.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll pick up a trade if they bring one out.
This one was kind of cool reading it month to month, because the twists that they set up, it takes you, like, you get to think about it for a month, and you're like, is this really happening? And then there's like another twist, and you're like, whoa! This whole month I've been thinking it's one way, and then the twist happens.
Okay.
Like, oh. So
I agree. There's some books that just, like, it sucks reading them month to month because it feels like so much information to process. But some books, it's just better to have that time to process. And I think, Cheetah and Cheshire, I think Batman's one of them. Just those ones that they're, like, kind of contained, but, like, over time you put together the larger conspiracy of the story. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'll buy the trade. I'll read one issue. I'll wait a month. I'll read another issue. I'll wait another month.
If that's what you want to do, I guess. But did you guys? You guys also read? There's a couple of Marvel books that came out this week that you guys read. I think this week there was just more DC comics than Marvel comics. I think, which isn't normal. Like, normally Marvel has more comics, but there was way more DC books out this week. Was there a Marvel book that, like, stood out to you guys?
I read only one, so
Did it stand out?
Yeah.
Next to the others, no.
Yeah.
I just read Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate X-Men, and they were okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about it, but Deanna, you read Spider-Man Noir?
Yes, issue 4.
Tell me why that was the only Marvel book. And I'm not saying it in a shameful way, but I'm curious, like, if you had one Marvel book on your list, why it was that one and not, like, something else?
Firstly, because of time constraints, and the other one is because I read it since issue 1 and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like it's a fun take on Spider-Man, like 1939 Spider-Man in this world as a private detective. And all the characters that you know, just a bit more revamped for the time. So I think it's fun.
Is it a cool kind of, like, I don't want to say, it's not What If per se, but it's like an Elseworlds multiverse sort of situation.
Yes.
Does it kind of, like, lean into that? Like, Mary Jane is a mob boss? You know, what are they doing?
I don't think she has a job.
Okay.
I think the women don't have a job. Only Peter.
They're
has
really
a job.
leading into the 1939.
Well, Gwen asks Peter for help because someone murdered her father. So she's just somebody giving a job, but I don't know if she has one.
Who's the creative team on it?
I wrote it down. So the writer is Eric Larson. The artist is Andrea Brocardo. Colorist Rachel? How do you pronounce that?
Is it Rachel?
With 2 L's?
Oh, I don't know. I was like, how's
Sounds
it
like-
spelled?
Yeah.
What's Rachel with 2 L's? And an E at the end. I don't know. Mrs. Rosenberg. Let's go with that.
Okay.
And the letterer is Travis Lanham.
Okay. I think I know the artist. I don't know if I've read anything by Eric Larson.
Oh, the art is pretty cool. So just for that, I will pick it up.
There's a new Spider-Man Noir live action show that's coming out this year from I think Sony, Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Playing, yeah.
What's funny is Lamorne Morris. You guys know Lamorne Morris from New Girl?
Yeah. Winston.
Yeah. So he has his own podcast, and every so often he'll drop little tidbits of like working on that show. And like, cause he says like Nicolas Cage is such a good actor that he learns everybody's lines.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like he
Yeah,
just
that
knows
is insane.
everybody's lines at any given moment, and he's like just really good with lines.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's also a really big comic fan too, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his
son's
name
name is Kal-El.
You were gonna say that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, yeah.
Would you name your kids after comic characters?
I would.
Yeah,
Really?
but like what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Obviously, Dark Side.
Or Optimus Prime. Yeah. No, when I was with my ex, like it was a couple exes back. We were like, well, what would we name? And we're like Xavier and Magnus if we had like two boys. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, is that too far? But Optimus Prime is fine.
No, I'm just
Well,
like
Optimus
Batman
could be the
was
first name and
available.
Prime
and-
the second.
Well, we also want like, well, not we also. I'm not. That's an X from a long time ago. But like in my own head, if I'm gonna name a kid after a comic book character, I want it to be like passable, but also not. You know,
Mm.
like Kal-El is a little too far for me. Harley Quinn, which is Kevin Smith's daughter's name, is a little too far for me. But like
Calabac.
Steppenwolf. It's just the fourth world.
Just all of Jack Kirby's
Rorschach.
characters.
Yeah.
Galactus.
Why did you name your daughter Granny Goodness?
Well, she's gonna be old one day.
One day she'll grow into
We
the
hope
name.
so.
Yeah.
That was dark.
You never know. You never know.
Oof. I do think Scott Free would be a cool.
That's such a cool name.
That would be a cool name.
Yeah. It's just a cool comic book name in general. Like the guy who can escape anything's name is Scott Free. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
unique.
Bork Z Adam says, still here. I'm from Hungary. Unfortunately, it's a bit difficult to get access to the latest releases here, so I'm always a few weeks behind because I prefer physical copies. But I recently read Spider-Verse again after a few years, and it was a good experience, even after all these years. I have a feeling that the Spider-Man Noir series will either be very good or very bad. I would be happy if Sony finally started to recover after the SSU. Yeah. Do we want to? What do you guys think the Spider-Man Noir live action series is going to be good, or?
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't really like adaptations in a way. I'm like
every
not
superhero
huge.
movie?
I do watch them if they come out, but I'm like, oh, this isn't comic accurate. You know, it's just like fun for me.
You're that fan.
I prefer comics to movies.
Right.
And I also don't have the time to watch series, so
Okay.
I
Fair.
mean, it's rare that Amazon messes up a comic book adaptation. I mean, they did it with The Boys, Invincible. So as much as like it looks like it's set to fail, I trust Amazon infinitely more than I would have trusted Sony to do it.
Yeah,
mm,
but Invincible and The Boys are both Seth Rogen produced, I think. Right? I think
That is
Invincible Seth
true.
Rogen produced.
Yeah.
Um,
Same with the TMNT movie, the Mutant
Yeah.
Mayhem one.
but
Yeah.
like
he was on a roll for a bit.
I don't know about Spider-Man Noir.
oh, you know
Let's
what I
separate-
finally watched after reading it? Watchmen. Finally got around
The
it.
HBO
Oh,
one?
I'm so sorry.
No, the movie.
Oh, the Zack Snyder movie?
Yes.
Oh.
It wasn't even that
You were so
bad.
excited that she'd watch the show, and then she said the movie, and you were like, "Oh, I don't care."
You
The
did
mov-
not like? I feel like it's very comic accurate. Like it's almost identical. A few plot points obviously changed, but I feel it's not bad. The costuming was crazy good.
It's fine. I think that it's overhated, but I think that the HBO show is so good.
Need to
So
watch the
Okay,
show.
but it's a continuation from the comic, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the weird thing. It's the show
Yeah.
is a continuation of the comic, not of the movie.
Yeah. But I also
Um,
heard that Alan Moore is like not a big fan of like continuations.
Yeah, Alan Moore doesn't
And
like
I'm
any
no.
adaptations of his work at all.
Yeah.
I think both the show, I mean, not the show, both the movie and the book are just very, very slow, and I'm not a fan of either.
Yeah, if you ever want to talk
You
about
gotta take your
Watchmen,
time, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I feel bad talking
Okay,
about Watchmen
sorry.
without Drew, because Drew is like the resident Watchman. He's the Watchman.
Okay, I gotta discuss it with him because I have a lot to think about and a lot to say.
Let's move on to well, any other book. I mean, we might as well Absolute Batman Arc M special. That one was crazy.
sorry, I
Was
was
it
in
Good.
Absolute Cinema?
I was, yeah.
The people on the podcast can't see what we're doing.
Oh, that's
Okay,
you
right.
have
let's
to-
all do it
you
at the
have to-
same time.
You have to
Absolute
narrate
cinema.
Absolute Cinema.
We'll just be like when you go to turn on the subtitles, but you accidentally turn on the descriptive subtitles, and they start telling you what's happening in the
Yeah.
movie.
All
Brandon
three
in
of
full
us.
Batman gear does Absolute Cinema meme.
Yes. Arc M special. I was like, why are they doing this? What's the point of this book? It's just a one shot. Like, really, what's like the point? And then there was a point, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I read this twice because I read through it, got to the end, and I was like, oh, now I have to go back, reread it a second time with that new knowledge in it.
When I first read, I was like, okay, yeah, I know who that is. But then they kind of tricked me, and I was like, oh, okay, I was wrong. But in the end, I was right.
Wait a minute, question. Deathstroke was Amadeus Arkham, right?
No, different.
It looked like him.
No.
It looked like
Amadeus
he had,
Arkham was from the
burned.
past and he dies.
yeah, but like he was burning from like the bottom half of his body, and this Deathstroke is like robotic all the way down. So did Joker like save him and fix him up and make him like immortal like him as his Terminator, as Deathstroke?
I don't think so.
Like, because he's literally, if you think about Deathstroke's name is Deathstroke the Terminator, and he literally turned him into a Terminator. Like that's.
I just thought Amadeus Arkham was dead. That's what I.
I mean, the facial structure
that
and
would
the.
be a cool idea. I mean.
Yeah, it looked like him, but I might have been off on that. I don't know.
Yeah. We will be talking about spoilers for this, I think, because it's so integral to this. So for anyone, fast forward to 5 minutes from now or whatever. Comics and tortillas, what's up? I said we got comics, but no tortillas. Comics and Tortillas says it's still early, bro. Never too late to get some tortillas. I'll get some tortillas later.
I had some earlier.
Just tortillas, no filling.
Well, no, I had one. It was a burrito.
Just the tortilla.
Just much more.
Sometimes I do that, like a girl dinner. And you
Bread
just
is so good. Bread's just
yeah.
That's
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying.
I'm not a big cornbread fan though.
Oh no, I love cornbread. Corn
Yeah.
and bread.
It's too grainy. I'm not a fan.
Corn is like one of the best things.
I love corn. Corn's great.
Corn anything.
I love gipfeli. Gipfeli was it? What is the English word? Croissants.
Oh,
Yeah, we call it gipfeli.
Oh.
A what?
Gipfeli.
Deep Philly?
Gipfeli. Gipfeli.
Deep Philly. Deep Philly.
Ja, es Gipfeli. Es Gipfeli zum Morgen.
Okay, Deep Philly. Deep Philly? It's like, where are you from? Like the outskirts of Philly? No, Deep Philly.
Deep Philly.
Deep Philadelphia.
Gipfeli.
So let's bring it back to the Arc M special.
We're so good at avoiding
croissants.
anything that we should talk about.
the majority of this comic takes place in the past with Amadeus Arkham and the Arkham Asylum. But if you're reading Absolute Batman, you know that like Arkham Asylum really isn't a thing because it's an island called Arkham, and they're doing like scientific experiments on people. But in this, it's showing like the backstory of Amadeus Arkham and this like mystery of this young boy that he takes in. And they really pull a red herring on everything. And it made me like, I was like, no, I know that's not that, but that is not that. I don't know. And so got so confused until the end, and I was like, oh shit. And then I went back and I reread it. How'd you guys like this one?
Yeah, it was dark. It was like the mother like killing all the children and herself and leaving Amadeus Arkham alive. And then I was convinced that Jack Doe was the Joker, and then they pulled the like bait and switch, and it was the boy. And
I knew that Jack Doe wasn't the Joker because of the like the backstory that we got in Absolute Batman 15, where Jack Grimm doesn't smile.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
And that whole thing. But I knew that Jack Grimm was like super old, like 150 years old. I knew that part.
Yeah.
But also things weren't lining up until the end, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, all right.
Yeah. I was like, okay, a child showing up, that's definitely gonna
Covered in
be
blood.
Jack Grimm. That's definitely gonna
kid
be
was
the
covered
Joker.
in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
When he
now that
showed
you
up
guys
at
are
the
saying that,
asylum.
it makes sense. At the
But then
time,
it's
I was
like,
oh.
wait, he's ginger.
Yeah, that also threw me off. I was like, did he dye
Yeah.
his hair, or was he just ginger for a portion of his life, or how is he even immortal? Like, how does he become this monster?
We don't know.
know. I think he
That's the
literally made a
mystery.
deal with the devil, and that's how they're gonna pull in the Court of Owls. But it's gonna be like a satanic cult of the owls type of thing.
Didn't we already get it? Well, we got to say like some sort of satanic cult kind of thing in the Absolute Wonder Woman book that teams her up with Batman.
Kind of, yeah. They were
Right?
faking it to lure him into a trap, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Veronica Cale being an op.
Yeah. This was just a cool issue, and technically you don't have to read it, but also, damn,
You
You
should.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the villains it teased at the end that they're like releasing over the next few arcs. I'm so excited for Poison Ivy.
Yeah. I'm glad they're updating her from what we saw from like Absolute Batman like 10 or whatever, where it was just like she just looks like a bunch of roots and like she's just a monster, but now she's gonna be super sexy.
I've seen some really cool theories about that, about how it's kind of like I've seen one that was like it's like an anglerfish to where like it has the light and she's like the bait to lure it into, and the green is like a parasitic type of thing,
like a Venus flytrap almost.
Yeah, exactly. It uses
woman.
her as like its decoy body as like a way it talks through her, and then when they get close, the green just consumes them.
Knowing Absolute Batman, there's gonna be some crazy, gross twist.
Dude, I mean, on the cover for the second issue of the Poison Ivy arc, Batman has like 2 chainsaws, and it looks freaking awesome. Time for some deforestation.
This book, the reason I love it so much is because it's not Prime Earth Batman. Like, they're both doing 2 different things, right? Like, and there are 2 different types of Batman, and I'm okay with that. But if this was like our only Batman, I don't know whether I'd like it as much. But because it's not, I love it.
Yeah. It's just like so cool. Like it's just epic.
Yeah. But yeah, the characters that we have yet to, or so we got a glimpse of Deathstroke at the end, but then we teased Man-Bat, Poison Ivy, Mad Hatter,
Clayface was on there, and then there was one more.
Wait, I wrote them down. Kirk Langstorm.
That's Man-Bat.
Langstrom is Man-Bat, yeah.
Pamela Ivy, Hugo Strange, Jonathan Crane, Basil Carlo, and Jervis Tetch.
Which is weird that Hugo Strange, because like in the regular comics, he doesn't have powers. He's just a weird
smart guy.
He's a weird smart guy with a chin.
He's just a guy.
Yeah. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do with him.
Like his little chin strap beard has like powers.
He's like Medusa from the what's it called? The Inhumans, and it just like extends.
Yeah.
That would be Hugo Strange.
Knowing Mr. Snyder, he's gonna pull a big one on us.
Yeah. What I learned is to never doubt Scott Snyder.
Yeah. I like how I'm very pro one Snyder and I'm not pro the other Snyder.
Fair.
Two sides of the coin, you know?
There's always gonna be a sibling that you like and the other one that you just can't really look at.
Like in
Is
real life,
that
if
true?
they were siblings.
The honest sibling watching this, like, she's like, there's one sibling you like, and there's one sibling you just despise.
Is that real?
I don't think so.
No.
All right, so moving on, because I mean, let's we'll pick up the pace because there was a lot of Batman content this week. So let's not do Batman content, but Absolute Green Lantern number 10. I didn't read this one because I'm so far behind. I didn't read this one. Who's reading this one?
Absolute Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it. I don't know why I raised my hand like I was in class, but I read it.
You got thoughts? You got thoughts about this one?
I really like it. I think it was very slow burn from the beginning, which is fine. And then it's really picked up. I'm loving the Goldface stuff and the introduction of Obsidian was really, really cool. I think Joe Mullen had one of the coolest, like, absolute moments when she just kind of like rose up in the air with the pliers and was just like, this isn't made of gold. Bah! Right to the face. Very cool.
I don't even know the context for that. It sounds cool. It makes
Oh,
me
you didn't
really
read it?
No, I didn't read this one. Well, just because I'm far behind. Like I'm on like
Oh,
issue
okay,
5.
okay. When you like brought it up, I thought like we were about to nerd out over it.
No. I mean, I'm all for it. Like you say what you want to say.
Yeah.
I just don't understand because I'm like I fell so far behind, and then I kind of gave up on the series, and then people started talking about really good stuff about the series. So then I'm like, oh, I need to catch up.
It's
Now
one
I'm
of
like,
those good
fine.
slow burns. Like once you get into where we are now, you realize the slow burn at the beginning was totally like worth it. Like it was perfect the way it was.
Okay.
Okay, I think I also have to pick it up again.
It's very, very good. All the absolute titles are a hit. I don't think any
Yeah,
of them are bad.
that's true. I feel like Green Lantern from the beginning something was just not sticking with me like the other did, but I guess I'll have to pick it up again.
Make it to the first 6 and it really, really picks up.
I did. I think I read up to issue 7, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. That's the one where it's like a different artist, right? And it was like Kilowog in
Yes.
space. Okay. That was the one where
Yes.
that was really the turning point for me where I was like, oh, this is good.
Really? I don't know. I was like, okay, maybe this is not for me, and that's okay. You know,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a
there's an
big fan of like
audience.
main
There's an
continuity Green
audience for
Lantern.
everybody.
Yeah. Bork Z Adams says, speaking of Snyder, based on the Absolute run, Absolute Batman, so far, what would you choose if you could only choose one? But I don't know what that means, and that might change the question. But if you could only choose one, New 52 Batman or Absolute Batman? Is it just like which one you like more, which runs? The New 52 Batman written by Snyder or
Absolute by Snyder.
Absolute. I just don't like the New 52. So even though that run of Batman was good, I don't like the New 52. So
New 52 is gas. I'm a New 52 defender.
I'm gonna stick with New 52. I'm like, yeah.
There was way more good than bad, I will say, in the New 52.
I would.
Not everything was perfect, but
no, yeah. I agree.
It did what had to be done.
No, this is a conversation for a different.
It's like the old Yeller of like comic books. You know, it's like it sucks that it had to be done, but they did it.
Somebody had to do it.
The old universe had to be put down, and the New 52 is had to happen.
The old universe is old Yeller, and
no, not at all. Not at all.
It was at a point they just had to put it down, and I'm happy because I got a jumping on point for comic books, and that's where I found my love for comics.
I agree. I don't think you need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, like that saying.
No, never heard that.
So there's
1, 2, 3.
I wouldn't expect anyone who loved New 52 to understand what that's saying.
Oh, okay, we're doing that now. I have a back grapple gun.
That the saying is like you don't need to throw out everything to like start over, right? So you don't need to throw out if the bathwater is dirty, the baby in the bathroom you don't need to throw out. It's like you keep one, you throw out the other. You don't have to get rid of everything to clean the slate. So like,
but they did keep the baby.
Yeah, I mean, Green Lantern and Batman Incorporated stayed the same.
Green Lantern and Batman stayed the same, but everything else didn't make any sense. But this is a conversation for another episode, and maybe we
You're
will
right.
do another episode where we talk about the new
The
52.
new 52.
But neither here nor there. I like Absolute Batman because it's separate, and we have 2 Batman now, and I like that, and I think that's why I can accept the Absolute line, because it's like it's separate, and
Yeah,
it's
it's a
great
different thing.
because it's different. You know.
Yeah, I'm with you. Batman approves.
And you don't have to agree with me just because you're on the show.
Oh, okay. I don't agree with you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just...
Matter of fact.
No, I actually do agree with you about the Absolute Batman thing. I think it's it's very cool that it's 2 separate things, and they are complete. They're like very different, but that's why it works so well.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah. Deanna, what else did you read this week?
What did I think DCKO Knightfight.
Back to Batman. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the only thing I got.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Deanna, tell me your thoughts about this one.
I liked it. It's like the pre-ultimate issue, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't have a
one
lot
more.
of notes. I have just thought it was very cool to see like all the future Batmans, like of his children, and also different universes. Not sure about that ending, but let's see how it goes.
What was the ending? I'm trying to remember.
Damian has a son, and he introduces him to Bruce.
He fixed Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, who writes this book? Who's writing this book?
Joshua Williamson.
Joshua Williamson.
I feel like it's Joshua Williamson and Dan Mora just being like, hey, how many toys can we design? And how many just random plots can we just like, we just got to do a couple pages per plot. Bruce Wayne is Clayface. That's just like, it lasts for like a couple of pages. And that's it.
But it was so cool.
Yeah. Or the page where you see all the Batman sidekicks being Batman and like grown up. Yeah. And it's just Dan Mora just being like, I'm going to design this for an action figure. Yeah. And like, I would be surprised if they don't make action figures of this whole Knightfight line.
That would be insanely cool. But I think what Joshua Williamson does
for my wallet.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. But I think what Joshua Williamson does really good is, like on the surface, it's like, oh, let's see how many Batmans we can design, how much action we can throw in there. But there's also just that little bit of that message of, is Bruce ready to give up the mantle? Will he ever accept not being Batman? And we see that with each issue, as like at the end of the one with Jason, where he's like, we're going to do this together. I'm not leaving you alone again. And then he's pulled away and he's like, I'm done fighting the way you want me to fight, talking to the Heart of Apocalypse. I'm going to solve this my way. And the final issue is him versus like happiness. Is he going to be able to give up being Batman so that Gotham, his son, his grandson can be happy? And that's where the heart's really challenging him. And I think that's what Joshua Williamson does so well with the Bat family, is putting that heart into it.
It's so good. Like,
it's so good. Yeah. I love it.
It's like they have their sandbox and they're just building castles upon castles.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
So here's what I haven't brought up with you guys, but I've brought it up on like previous Comic Talk episodes, but it's been a while. I hate dream episodes of like TV shows. I hate like, it was all a dream. I hate, oh, we're going to venture into the mind. This is the astral plane mindscape. Things are metaphorical. I hate it. But the times that I do like it, where they're in a fantasy world that doesn't really matter, is when you learn more about the characters and the character progresses, even though like the dream doesn't progress because it's just a dream, right? And so like I have brought up that there's an episode of Harley Quinn, the animated series, where they go into Bruce Wayne's mind, and Harley Quinn is his psychiatrist to like little boy Bruce in Bruce Wayne's mind. And like, I should hate it because I don't like dream mindscape sort of things, but they make it work and like it progresses. And so like with this, the question is like, it's this fantasy world created by the Heart of Apocalypse. Should it matter? Does it matter? And it doesn't, unless it affects Bruce going forward. You know what I mean? Like if Bruce comes out of this fantasy situation, Alice in Wonderland of sorts, right? Like coming out at the end of it, a different person, a person having learned things, then it's all worthwhile. And I love that.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a message Bruce just always has to relearn. like to not be on his own, to accept that he deserves happiness. I feel like that's also very relatable for people that are reading Batman. That's why they still continue to do it.
I think this is it though. I think this might be. I think they have plans for Batman after DCKO. I think I don't know. I don't know what's.
I've seen the theory that Bruce is going to step down, but from like a business standpoint, Bruce Wayne Batman is such a moneymaker that but to be fair, they have the Absolute line going right now, so it could give them a reason to do it in main continuity because Absolute's doing perfect enough to carry that weight.
Also, I mean, and this is a good segue to the next book. You get miniseries of Batman being Batman that technically he doesn't have to be Batman in the main line, but you get Batman, Green Arrow, Question, Arcadia to have Batman be Batman.
That was a great segue.
You know?
Yeah. That's why he's the host.
Yeah.
Issue number 2 of that came out this week, and I loved it, except Batman was flirting a little bit with, I don't want to say fascist Batman, but he was dumb a little bit. He was
that's what annoyed me the most, yeah.
I think they did that just to really show how different ideologies the Question, Green Arrow, and Batman is. And Batman's ideology isn't that much different, but they had to put it to an extreme just to have it contrast. I'm glad they fixed it at the end of the issue though, and kind of had him be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not a fascist."
Yeah.
So hey guys, actually,
maybe this is wrong.
Oh no.
Batman was definitely in the wrong in the first in this whole first half.
He's like, I don't see it, so it can't be a problem.
Yeah. But this book has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Deanna, did you read this one?
I did, yes. Yeah, it was fun, but also if it wouldn't be on the shelves, I also wouldn't mind. It's yeah.
It's not really.
I'm with you. It's all right.
Are you guys both on the? It's all right.
I like the Green Arrow Question stuff more than I like the Batman stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming from a Batman fan, that's
Yeah, but I do think it's a cool, cohesive story that has a lot of social commentaries on climate change and stuff like that, which is really cool. And it's always nice when it's a creative team, like the artist and the writer's the same person, because then it feels like one product, you know? So that's really cool. But yeah, I definitely tune in more for the Green Arrow Question stuff than the Batman stuff so far.
Yeah, that is the better stuff. Even the Question, because the Question, Vic Sage Question, hasn't had a chance to shine in a very long time.
Real.
Oh, I read through the comments.
The Question right now.
On League of Geeks, sorry. I read through the comics on League of Geeks.
Yeah.
Of Geeks. And one of them says, so nobody's gonna say anything that he's stuck in his mask inside his ass cheeks and just wore that.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, he smuggled pellets and his mask inside.
Oh, I didn't even realize that he did that.
I smuggled them in the only way you know, or the only way left.
Yeah.
I didn't even put that together. He put it in the prison pocket?
Yeah. Essentially.
I think so.
To get in, yeah, that's where he put it.
God, and then he had to wear it.
Yeah. We can hope that the adhesive disinfects also.
We can hope, but I doubt.
Man.
Poor Vic
Sage. Sorry for bringing it up.
I forgot about that, Deanna, so thanks for bringing that up.
No, this is valid questions, because what if the smoke pellets went off? What if the adhesive had got stuck? This was not a well thought out plan by the Question at all.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I mean, how does everything have place?
Also, I just have this funny image of, you know how the Question's mask takes away all his features from his face? But what if his butt got the mask and it just smooths over the butt?
So bro's just a Ken doll?
Yeah, no butt crack. It's a Question butt mask.
Now this is the Question.
Yeah. Poor Vic Sage. But no, I like this book, but Batman isn't Batmaning enough.
He's the uncool Batman.
Yeah. It's this is your grandpa's Batman, where he's
This is Frank Miller's Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and your hate for Frank Miller.
Always. I'll make sure to bring it up every time, like I do on every podcast I do.
Frank Miller's probably not watching Comic Talk. He should. Anybody out there who is watching and or listening, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, do your thing. Frank Miller, if you're out there, I'm sorry.
That's why he's the host and we're the parasites.
You could say what you want about Frank Miller, which I probably agree with, but I have to remain impartial because I'm the host.
That's true. I respect that.
I don't have to remain impartial. I talked about how crappy the Frank Miller Old Man Logan Dark Knight Returns comic in the Batman Deadpool.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was so bad.
Oh my god, he made like jokes about him wearing a diaper, and I was like, what is this 1970s comedy? What is this?
It sounds like if Clint Eastwood wanted to like make a comic book that like just this old man, grumpy old man being like, okay.
And then they asked a 3-year-old to draw it.
Yeah. Oh, the art was so bad. All right, so moving on. Let's hit some Marvel stuff. Let's hit the 2 Ultimate books. Because you brought that up, Brandon. I didn't read Ultimate Wolverine number 13. What was it about? Because now we're dealing with Ultimate Endgame, which I am reading. But like, what was this ties in with Endgame?
Honestly, no. Like they made it seem like it was going to, and it definitely mentioned the stuff going on with the Ultimates and the Rebellion. But all Wolverine did this issue was like hang out with Jean Grey, realize she needed medicine, fight Ursa Major in the sewers, and then get her medicine. Like it was literally like it was all like him fighting a giant bear, pretty much the whole issue, which was still cool. It was cool action.
Didn't he do that in the first issue?
It was wolves, I think, in the first issue.
He's just fighting woodland creatures. It's like they had it bad enough. Like
it's like the opposite of Snow White, or no, Sleeping Beauty. Which one's the one that sings to the woodland creatures?
Snow White, yeah.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the opposite. Yeah, he just beats the crap out of him. Poor Bambi.
That's Ultimate Wolverine 13. Did you read Ultimate X-Men 23?
I tried.
I tried to.
It's so confusing, and it's such a large cast of characters. I find myself confused every issue. I genuinely don't know what's going on, other than this Shadow guy is bad, the girl in the red armor is good. That's all I got.
Is the one guy time traveling, or was it flashbacks? I
don't know. That guy hadn't even been revealed yet until this issue. And I guess he's had a play and everything going on, but I don't know who he is or like what's going on. I'm so confused.
I am very confused. And I mean, maybe it's because I stopped reading the series and I decided to jump back in because Ultimate Endgame is going on, and I'm like, well, let's see if it ties in. And it doesn't. Except at the end, there's like one scene where it shows the Ultimates. It shows Iron Lad's like message to the world at the end.
Yeah, a little tie-in. That was more tie-in than the Wolverine issue.
But it is what it is. I think Ultimate X-Men will be good reading from like start to finish. If you know where it's gonna be, like, then it might make more sense. But it is what it is. Did you guys read Wolverine, like the regular Wolverine?
I got through my reading list.
Well, I'll talk about X-Men 23 first. Did you guys read X-Men 23? No? Okay. Well, so I'm a huge X-Men fan, but recently they had the big old crossover event, Age of Revelation, which I have not been a fan of, very vocally. But this issue I did like, because the whole time of Age of Revelation, they mentioned that they sent the minds back in time, but they never like showed us what it was like. And in this issue, because of the twist that happens at the end of Age of Revelation, it shows us old Cyclops' mind going back in time to like present day Cyclops, him trying to beat up the X-Men, and the X-Men, like, he takes down a lot of the X-Men, and then it kind of shows that. It was a good issue. It was the epilogue of Age of Revelation.
Is it like the Days of Futures Past movie where they send Logan's memory back in time to kind of
so this whole crossover has been like supposed to be kind of like Days of Future Past and Age of Apocalypse put together. Okay. And now it's Age of Revelation. And so technically at the end of this whole crossover event, the Age of Revelation could still happen. So it didn't solve anything. It just was like, well, now we know what the future is. Who's to say what's going to happen?
You tried.
Yeah, they tried and they failed at the
But
end of the.
how often are futures in comics ever like stuck to? Like DC's had like 50 different canon futures at this point.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get there.
Just like throwing spaghetti at the wall.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Looking what sticks.
Well, I mean, in this comic and what was talked about in the crossover event is this might just be a different timeline anyway, because they mentioned that Magneto. They were like, Magneto never had what was called Mpox. Like in the current storyline, Magneto has Mpox. He can't use his powers. He's in a wheelchair.
It's like mutant chickenpox,
I guess. Yeah. Or smallpox.
But why would you do that if it's why would you do such a bad thing? Why would you do that to Laura Kinney?
Oh, because you've been you didn't like the Laura Kinney Sabretooth comic.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's fair. But yes, Age of Revelation wasn't really my thing. But this issue, it was cool. It was bringing it back. I'm hoping I can get back into X-Men comics now with Shadows of Tomorrow. This was kicking off Shadows of Tomorrow. And then also kicking off Shadows of Tomorrow was Wolverine issue 14, which came out this week. This one was a really good issue. I liked it a lot. It's just Wolverine, like, I love Wolverine's solo adventures where he, like, just happens across a conflict and he's like, oh, here are two mutants being, like, they're on the run and, like, he's there to help them. And then Silver Sable shows up and it was pretty good. I like this one. So that was Wolverine 14. What else did you guys read?
Poison Ivy was good.
I dropped off a long time ago, not because it was bad, but it's just been going on for a long time and haven't been able to catch up. But
as Tim Drake said, prepare for some fisticuffs.
Meow.
In this issue?
It's a great issue. Yeah. No, I mean, I've been loving this series since it started. This one was really good specifically because it had a lot of like commentary on AI and water usage and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. And like Poison Ivy trying to combat that. She's trying to go back. She's trying to get in the good graces with Vandal Savage so that she can like live without being hunted by the police. And he's basically like, all right, we'll do that. But you got to convince the public that AI is good so that they'll get off our backs. Ugh. And she's like, so she like thinks about it and then she just like is like, nah, and just kills his assistant. So shouts out Poison Ivy. Let's go.
Yeah. You know, I mean, from what I've read about this series or from this series, it's great.
It's consistently one of the best written runs, I think.
Deanna, you're not reading this one?
No, I only read the annual that came out last year, but I feel like I should get on it because it just consecutively got good reviews and it is still going on for so long. So maybe I'm missing out on something big.
You read a really good issue though, because if the Absolute Batman annual hadn't came out, that Poison Ivy annual would have been like the best like single issue of the year. It's so good, like our best annual one shot of the year. So I mean, it was so good.
I agree. It was really well written and also drawn.
G. Willow Wilson, the goat.
Did you guys read? We got to get through the rest of our lists. Tell me about Devil on My Shoulder.
Oh, it's great. So
Dark Horse Comics.
Yeah, Dark Horse Comics. Kyle Starks actually sent the first 3 issues to me to like check out early before the first issue came out. And I really liked it. So when it came out, I was like, I'm gonna pick it up anyway, even though I already read it. But basically, this girl is like kidnapped after work one day and is like tortured and like thrown into a river by these guys who basically like they're extorting her for like money. But she doesn't give anything to them, so they just basically kill her and throw her in the river. But she washes up on shore where a priest like finds her, and the priest used to work for the cartel, so he basically trains her to go out and get revenge on these guys who have become like wealthy members of society. And she's like hunting them down and taking them up taking them out one by one and taking what they like love the most. Like one of them's a soccer player, like a famous soccer player, one of the boys, and she like hunts him down before a game and cuts off his feet, and he like crawls onto the field with like no feet. It's like a crazy revenge story, but it's really well written, really well drawn, and it's pretty cool.
He's gonna have to
it's also
play
like
basketball.
Yeah, it's a very big commentary. Like it talks a lot about like trauma and abuse and dealing with that, and you get to see her journey to kind of figuring out how to deal with these things and stop these people who took everything from her. So it's pretty cool. I like it a
Okay.
lot. Yeah.
All right. That was Devil on My Shoulder from Dark Horse Comics.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, Batgirl number 15.
Really good.
I'm a couple issues behind.
It's good. Tate Brown Ball's great. There's I'm not gonna spoil anything since you're a couple issues behind, but there's like a big betrayal. So yeah, be prepared. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Deanna, you're not reading this one?
No.
Okay.
What
All
the
right.
heck?
All right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I probably should get on it.
I love Cassandra Cain.
Yeah. Did you see that they're gonna make her a bloodbender?
No, I
That's
did see that.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I love it.
I don't want her to have powers.
But like
I also
nobody in the
don't
Bat
like if
family
the
ever
Bat
has
family
powers.
have powers. I also don't like it. I feel
I
like they're
wouldn't-
straight here. Keep them straight here.
But like Cassandra Cain with bloodbending powers is like so overpowered. Like she's
Yeah,
already the deadliest
exactly.
Bat family member, and now she's over here bloodbending. Like that's so cool. I think I'm just a sucker for cool stuff. I think
I
that's
feel
the
like that's too
problem.
much.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Also, Aquaman is a bloodbender right now. So what is she gonna like?
Well,
there-
he's a waterbender. It just so happens that he can bend blood too, because there's water in blood. But
So okay.
Ah.
Are you, what do you-
He Percy Jackson.
I mean that's fine. Batman's failsafe popped in the chat saying, "What's up?"
What's up?
There you go. JSA 15. I think that might be the last book on our. No. I also read Spider-Man. JSA 15. I'm loving this right now because it's the year 1 story arc. And the JSA have yet to like come together as the Justice Society, but they're all kind of doing like little duo missions. And you also see the Justice Society Dark, which are a team that's retconned in since the New History of the DC Universe issue 1 by Mark Waid. And so kind of have like 2 teams kind of happening at once. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I agree. I haven't read a lot of the early JSA stuff, so I'm glad they did like a year 1 arc, so I could like learn more about their early years as a team. Plus, Gavin
Okay.
Guidry's doing the new Flash run, so it's cool to see what his art kind of looks like.
Oh, is it the same artist?
Yeah, he's doing the new Wally West Flash with Ryan North.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. This one, this JSA though is really cool because of New History of the DC Universe, they mention that Hippolyta is the first Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which is kind of a retcon off of a retcon. Like they retcon the retcon. And so, we've seen it before
DC.
kind of. But I like it.
I like it a lot too, yeah. It makes a lot more sense that she would be the Wonder Woman that was in the JSA, and then, Diana was born and would go to,
Yeah. Also the Atom, which is the Al Pratt Atom. He's just a short, buff guy. He's totally crushing on Hippolyta, which
Yeah.
we need more short king, tall queen pairings in comics. Because we got Scott Free and Big Barda.
Yeah.
We need an Al Pratt Hippolyta ship,
I also love how Jay is like very like he's kind of Wally coded kind of like Wally coded in a way.
Or
He's
like
like
coded. He's kind of a nerd.
but also he's like very joking. He's like, dude, I just want to work as a team, guys. And everyone's like, nah, we're gonna go off and do our own thing. And he's like, but like, why? This could have been cool.
I see it as a Barry thing because he's just like, hey guys, want to team up? Anyone? Team up, please. No?
Someone? It's really creepy down here.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that's JSA 15. And then last but not least, and I say not least because I am liking this. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 19. Spider-Man's off-world, and there's a lot of aliens going on, and it normally wouldn't work, but Peter Parker's kind of like rediscovering himself and like he recently got his ass kicked by Hellgate, and so he's kind of like building himself back up again. And then Rocket Raccoon's like a supporting character in this run. I've been a real big fan of Joe Kelly's run on this. And then Amazing Spider-Man, it's bi-weekly, so it goes back and forth between Space Peter and Norman Osborn on Earth, and back and forth, back and forth. So every other issue. I've been digging this one. You guys didn't read this one, but
Nope.
I did, and it was great. And Pepe Larraz's art is super good too. Are you guys, what's going on with the glasses?
We're having a swag off because we're not reading Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, you're
But
missing out.
I've heard it's a lot better than what Zeb Wells was doing. So I'm really hoping they reboot Marvel. I know they probably won't, but I'm really hoping they reboot Marvel Comics so I have a good place to jump on.
No. Okay, we need to get you past this point that you need a reboot to hop on to something.
We need the new 52 Marvel edition.
Audition.
Exactly.
They would call it like the new 616.
Put Scott Snyder on Daredevil. Put
They can
Grant
just do that
Morrison
anyway.
on Thor.
We got Stephanie Phillips coming up on Daredevil, so like
I am very excited for
just
her
jump
Daredevil. I am, because I loved her Harley Quinn. And I've seen a lot of, because we're mutuals on TikTok, I've seen a lot of her videos talking about the new run, and it looks like very interesting.
Yeah.
And a good spot to
Well, she's writing a really good one right now. Not a superhero comic, Endeavor.
Yeah. We talked
Oh,
about
that's
it a
great.
couple episodes ago. Yeah.
I've heard Grimm is good too, and I haven't started
And it just
yet.
ended.
Grimm, I also haven't read Grimm.
I bought the first 2 volumes of Grimm because I'm like, all right, let's.
They're adapting it into an animated show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah.
I think that's all the books that we read this week. I think that's Adventures of Superman.
Oh.
You got
I
a
was
quick
about to be next.
you got a quick sentence?
Low-key confusing. I love Philip Kennedy Johnson. I loved his Superman stuff with the World Saga, but this Adventures of Superman stuff I've been kind of lost. A lot of cool action, a lot of cool characters, and like future lore and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very lost.
Yeah.
It might just be like a Cy Spurrier Flash run type of thing where I'm just like too dumb for it.
I mean, it could be it.
Or maybe you have to reread. There's a lot of times where I
Dimitri,
don't really
you're supposed
get
to say
like.
no.
I got to remain impartial. I got to be like, well, maybe you're right.
Maybe you are just stupid.
I'm trying to be supportive here.
Maybe you just have to reread.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
You're right though. I couldn't really follow the Flash, Cy Spurrier's Flash run, or like there was a couple other comics that I'm like, oh, this is too much in my head. I can't like.
Yeah.
I can't.
Like I'm okay to admit I'm not smart enough for this.
There are some runs that I'm just like, you need to be in a good headspace where it's like,
yeah,
you got to do homework. You know, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I love that.
sometimes it's
like,
fun, and sometimes
especially when
I
read classics, I take my time, analyze each page, go off and Google something. I love that. You just gain so much knowledge you haven't had before.
I'm rereading Grant Morrison's new X-Men, and a whole run, and so that's what I'm doing there. That's me focusing. You know,
it's like trying to read Grant Morrison's Action Comics from the New 52. When they did like the Mr. Mixapitilic arc. Do you remember? It was basically like 4 things were happening in multiple different times, and you had to follow that. And they weren't like alternating back and forth. They were all happening on like the same page. And I was like, what are you doing right now, Grant?
I can't.
You're a good writer. You don't have to make it confusing.
That's the whole thing about Grant. Like, that's the way it works. We do got to wrap up this episode. First of all, anyone out there who's watching us right now, and there's a good amount of people, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Please, show your support either for this show, for the Keeg, for Cosmic, or for Deanna, and or all of the above. Thank you guys so much for being out there. Jason Sandberg jumped into the chat saying that Jason is enjoying the ASM run. Fun twist on a stand-in trope. Yeah. And then Invincible is always a good reread. Yeah, Invincible's... but Invincible was never, like, too heady for me to comprehend. I was very good. Like, it's very easy to comprehend, Invincible. But it is a really good reread. Especially as you... I mean, it's 144 issues or something like that. So, that's Invincible for you. Before we get going, thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Deanna, so much for coming on the show. Brandon... aka Cosmic, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Cosmic Collector on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Go check me out. I have a comic book coming out this year, so stay tuned for news about that. Check my bio. There is a sign up for the Kickstarter if you want to get reminders. Yeah, I'm very excited for everyone to read it. So
Okay, all right, looking forward
Yeah.
to it. Who's publishing it?
It's an independent publisher. They do a project called Project Analysis, and I'm writing a one shot for one of their original characters. So we already got a cool creative team, and the script's all done, and yeah, the process has started. So I'm very excited.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
We can say we knew him.
Yeah. Well,
We
remind
knew
me after
him
this.
way
I'll send y'all some pages because I got a lot of pages back from the artist, and it's insane.
Until you hit big, and then you're like, I'm not coming on Comic Talk.
I'll always be down for the drunk Patreon episode.
That's what's really drawing.
But
me
only
to
if he's paid. Like,
it. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm booked on Entertainment Tonight. I gotta go on this show. You know, we'll see. Brandon, thanks so much for coming on. Deanna,
Thank you for
what
having
about
me.
you? Where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
I'm Deanna Katie. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube a little bit. There's nothing much I do. I just do what I like.
You're really selling yourself. Great. You do great content. So I don't know.
What better things to do than what you like?
You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's-
So what I want to plug is do what you like for this year, okay?
Boom.
What'd you say?
For this year, I want to plug do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Unless it's crime,
Yeah.
then I'll get you.
Don't get caught, dude.
We're not promoting crime here on this.
The side looks like we're not promoting all crime.
Not all crime. Not all crime is equal. So I'll say that.
Just don't get caught, okay?
For anyone out there who's watching us, you're watching us live on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or maybe you're watching us after the fact on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or maybe you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcast from, we are there. So maybe you're listening to us there, maybe you're watching us live. However you are digesting us, like, comment, subscribe, follow, let us know you're out there, show your support. It doesn't have to cost you anything. To, you know, click a couple buttons here and there, write a review for our podcast on whatever app you use. Or if you do want to support monetarily, we are really going to be moving forward with our Patreon this year, patreon.com/The Keeg Show. We're going to do some, you know, some drunk content, you know, some little comic talk after dark. I don't know what we're going to call it, but it's going to be fun. And it's going to be Patreon exclusive. So, you know, we'll see how that works. We might just get super drunk off our asses and talk about the Question putting his mask on his butt. Or
And
in
the
his
new
butt.
52.
You know, maybe, you know. Maybe
We don't know which
will
way he
start
likes
yelling
it.
at each other about the new 52, just drunk and ranting. Who knows? But you got that
We
to look
will
forward to.
get cancelled.
What?
We will get cancelled.
Well, it's Patreon exclusive, so you know we're not putting it out there. So maybe we just say what we really think about things. Who knows? If you're watching this is Comic Talk. It's every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, live on youtube.com/The Keeg Show. What is The Keeg Show? The Keeg is the overall podcast channel that we do a couple of different podcasts for. So follow us at The Keeg Show on TikTok and Instagram. That's our two biggest social media platforms. But we're also on like Blue Sky and Threads and Facebook and all that. At The Keeg Show /The Keeg Show. Wherever you can find The Keeg, we are there. Again, we're on so many podcast platforms as well. You know, do what you want with that information. We're here every week with a bunch of new guests, so follow us on Instagram and learn more. That's pretty much it. Brandon, thank you so much for coming on. Deanna, thank you so much for coming on. Everybody out there, go to comicshoplocator.com, support your local comic shops, support your local public libraries, and then, you know, tune into the show and support us whenever, however you want to do that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'm your host, Dimithri Perera, and this has been another episode of Comic Talk for the week of January 8th, 2026. See you next week.
Thee